Happy holidays, everyone. We're still moving through our flows, and today we are doing shoulders.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle-tingling. I'm on this lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside, snow is falling and friends are calling.
We're gonna do shoulders alongside your upper back, so get ready for action. Get some space. Get yourself a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, you can use a towel or something else. And we're gonna start by just rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Don't get your microphone cord caught while you're rolling. We're just letting the upper back chill. Hang on to your head if you want a little less work on the neck. All the way up and all the way down. If you do have your hair down, please be cognizant about catching it in the roller and squishing yourself. Feels good. Keep it going. Nice. So set your butt down. I'm on the roller. Let me get into the middle here. So I have the roller on the very bottom of my ribs right now. Head is supported into the hands. And all I want you to do is breathe. So I'm not loose. I'm actually holding my abs on pretty strongly. This pillow is here for no reason other than the dog is happy. So that's where it stays. Roller, lower back. We're holding. In this position, we are not loose. We're abs on. You're going to try to rotate. Open. Come back. Rotate. Come back. My dog has this habit of like a very casual bite. Like he's going to slowly eat this cord. Very casually. Hello. So this is actually quite a bit of ab work. And then we're going to inch our way down a little further on the roller. So we were at the very bottom of the rib cage. Right now we're going to be underneath the shoulder blades. Roller is horizontal on our backs. Roll and roll. So letting that pelvis cruise. Here's an interesting observation. If you've been hanging through the duration of this kind of series, as I roll to the right, the reciprocal motion of my pelvis is to slide my right knee forward and pull my left leg back. So if you have some issues with this kind of like rolling motion of the pelvis, that can influence your shoulders. Madness. It's madness, I say. So as we're here, can you drive your right knee a little further forward than your left as you turn open? It's going to be important for your shoulder health. Good. And then we're coming up all the way to the top. And at the top, what we're going to do is head side to side. So I'm actually squeezing my head into my elbows. Let me flip around so you guys can see a little different angle. Oh, the puppy, he moved. So I'm right at kind of the tops of my shoulder blades. I'm tucking my chin and I'm going to let my head tip one way and then head tip the other way. As I tip my head to the right, I'm thinking of dropping my left shoulder blade down. And same this way. So it's like I'm taking the shoulder blade away from my ear because you'll open up some good places to stretch. Off to the side. Come to lie on your back. Watch your coffee. And knees can come up if they feel happy here. You can certainly like plant them down. If you are missing overhead motion, it is easier to get it if your knees are bent. It is harder to get it if your legs are extended. So pick your variation. Easier, harder. I'm at a 45. And so what I'm going to do is start with my arms in a diamond shape. I look like this. Arms in a diamond shape, and we are going to reach just the shoulders over one way and then shoulders over the other way. So I'm going to try to keep my fingertips basically facing each other, and my ribs are going to stay relatively stable. What it looks like, ooh, mic pack, ooh, buddy. What it looks like is this. So I'm lying on the ground and I'm trying to go up with this elbow, up with that elbow. And I'm using the ground as like a sense of position. So I don't want to be like way out here. We're going to actually try to get the shoulder blades moving. So it's not just elbows. The elbows are staying consistently bent. I'm actually reaching from my armpit. Side to side, my elbows are staying at a consistent bend. Down, up with the armpit, and down, up, and down, up, reach, and come back. Give yourself a hug and chill. I'm messing up my mic if I give myself a hug, so you can imagine what that would look like a little higher up, but give yourself a nice hug. Breathe. And then we're going to come back to those hands kind of wrapped around the head. Try to squeeze in. If you cannot squeeze super strongly, that is okay, but that's the intention, is elbows together and up to the ceiling. From here, I am going to make sure that my ribs stay down. They're not going to flare up. They are down. And then I'm going to push my chin towards my throat and my elbows up to the ceiling. What should this feel like? Some work on the front side of your neck, some work in and around the muscles of the scapula, and a little bit of stretch at the upper back and the neck. You will not feel this stretch effectively if you lift your rib cage up. So what happens when you lift your rib cage up is you are going to feel a little bit of stretch in your neck, but we don't want to just feel the stretch in your neck. We want to feel it in your shoulder blades. So in order to get your shoulder blades to feel like they're coming apart, we need your rib cage down and your shoulder blades to be wrapping around it. Yeah? So we're here, rib cage is down, shoulder blades are reaching up, chin is tucking. You can play with that again. That lifting up of the rib cage is going to give you a stretch, but it's actually not the one we want. So chin towards the throat, core on, ribs cage down. This is always a good option too, the knees up. And from here, we're just going to lift, little tiny crunch, and lower down. You can certainly do it with the legs out, lift, and lower. So my head, as I come up, I'm pushing my head into my hands and pushing my elbows forward. And up, push your chin towards your throat and drive your elbows away. Nice. Let's do one last one. Push head into hands, lift, and then lower down. Nice. Let's go back to this little wiggle waggle. It should feel, after you did that last little activation, that you have a little more range in the shoulders. We might even feel like a relief from a bit of pressure in the head or headaches. Enjoy this motion. Chill here. Breathe it out. Take a break. Stretch between the shoulder blades will only come if our rib cage is set. So this is me from the back with my rib cage set. This is me with my rib cage flared. When the rib cage flares up, your scapula, so your shoulder blades, get closer together, which means those muscles start just continuing to feel tight. So when we drive the shoulder blades forward and we set the rib cage down, we're getting space across the upper back. Like I said, when you were lying on your back and you flared your ribs, you might have felt more of a stretch in kind of your neck, which is okay if you're trying to stretch your neck, but we're trying to work through our shoulder blades. So we want to keep the rib cage contained so that your shoulder blades are coming around your rib cage instead of sticking onto that rib cage down and back. Enjoy that beautiful shoulder blade and upper back series. It is a game changer when it comes to shoulder motion and releasing of your neck.